Good morning. Welcome to day 3 of the Albright Institute. I thought that I would show you guys a little of what is going on in my life, including waking up at 6 a.m. To attend the lectures that are 9 a.m. East Coast time, and also talking about my project. So for a little tour of the space, I have this card table set up in our basement room, like our guest bedroom. I have my mom's ring light because she's a journalist and she owns one of those for interview purposes. And this monitor, also from my mom's work, that I've been using this month. I have all of my tabs and my Google Drive open for my group and everything that we have. So we all have individual notes folders within our Google Drive, and then all of these documents are more for the team in general, and I made this spreadsheet to help us visualize our week 1 tasks. Obviously we're gonna have a when to meet for all of our meetings, and yeah. This is my computer that's connected to the monitor, so everything comes from here, but I've been figuring out how to use the camera on this monitor so that I'm not looking down all the time during the lectures, and then I use my iPad to take notes. So the schedule today was Alexandra Cooley, a Barnard professor, talking about global corruption, and we have a discussion section left by my former macroeconomics professor, Joe Joyce, right after this. And then as you can see, there are teas with some of our speakers that are just 6 people, I think, in a Zoom room, so you get a way better chance to ask the experts questions. And then I think we have this super long 3-hour lecture this afternoon. All of our lectures have been really fascinating so far. I've gotten to learn about Abkhazia in Georgia, data privacy and financial inclusion from Michael Pisa. Mika Ouyang, who is a Wellesley grad, talked to us about cybersecurity and how her work with the DoD. And so it's just been really, really interesting so far. I did this today. I made this little, it's not macrame, it's string, a little string holder for this plant pot, which was kind of fun to be subtle about on Zoom. And I'm gonna go for a run today because I've given myself a challenge to run a 35 to 40 mile week before I go back for preseason. So that is the plan. I have a meeting with my team later today as well. So I have to do some more research on our topic before then, and we will come together and discuss some of the next steps we're taking for our project. So see you then. I'm back from my run. I did 5 miles, and it was really pretty outside, and now I'm having my team meeting. Good morning. It's around 8:30 and we've already had 2 lectures today. The first one was with Zsofia Schweger, who is a Hungarian artist who went to Wellesley, actually, Albright Fellow 2012, and she's a painter and has made it in the international art scene. She's in Forbes 30 under 30, and she showed us all of her art, and it's a lot of kind of still lives of interior spaces, and she really likes to interrogate the concept of home. So it's very, very cool to see all of her artwork. I'll insert some of it here in case you want to take a look. I really liked the color palettes and the schemes of things. I thought that the lighting was maybe not as multi-dimensional as I prefer in artwork, but it was still really cool to hear all of the concepts behind her paintings. And after that, we had a talk with Siddharth Kara, who is a global expert in human trafficking and has done a ton of human rights research on it. And my really good friend NRA, Hira, who you saw in another vlog, was moderating the discussion, and she did an amazing job. And it was really, really cool to hear about his path to that kind of line of work, and also the advice he would have for human rights research and kind of trying to make a difference in the world, as well as the more depressing topics of modern day slavery. He was talking about South Asia, Europe, all these different things. It was so interesting. And it also doesn't help that he was kind of cute, and his wife is a renowned neuroscientist who is also incredibly beautiful and a classically trained singer. So my group chat is currently popping off about the two of them, and as you can see, my laptop is just covered in like us looking them up and like looking at their Wikipedia pages. So I have a break now, and for about 2 hours, so I think I'm gonna run and like make some breakfast, and then I come back and my group is having a meeting with some of the like leaders in Albright to kind of distill our topic, figure out which actors we want to focus on, and also we just have like a kind of laundry list of questions about like how transnational our scope is and stuff like that. So that should be fun. Stay tuned. Hello world, we're about to meet Madeleine Albright. I'm not allowed to film it, so I guess I'll just give you a recap after. But she's gonna like teach us how to be a diplomat. Just had a little Zoom meeting with Secretary Albright. Main takeaway is that her friends in college used to call her Maddie Korbel, which is what we've low-key been calling her anyway. Yeah, I'll put like the notes that I took up here because I frankly don't remember them. But it was cool and interesting. She's very funny, very old, but like vibes. I would say the main takeaways for today were generally centered around the concept of empathy and diplomacy and how that's like really important, which is something that I kind of think that I had a grasp on beforehand, but it's really nice to hear that from experts that it's like super important in their fields as well. And also just in general about movements and kind of groundswells of social change, that everyone is part of a continuum, and therefore you can't necessarily know whether you're going to be part of the coalition that finally breaks down a door or finally enacts change, that you could live and die and not see your goal to come to fruition, but it's important to still be part of that, because you are adding in to something that is larger than yourself.